And hey, happy Friday. I know it's early. My voice is still like, but happy Friday. It's finally, oh, am I? Hey, Steffi, and hey, Danny, and Malraine. Hey, how's everybody doing? I am still trying to wake up. Hey, Emily and Ashley Basta Volleyball, LS Pier. Is Sean playing the piano? No,
I'm here.
he is getting coffee, and he was like, just hit play on Spotify playlist, and it was Heartbeats is the song. I forget what the guy's name is who sings it, but it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Jose Gonzalez.
Jose Gonzalez. Hey, Josephine and Steph. Oh, why is it blank? What's that mean? What's blank? What do you mean? Hey, thanks, Loopy Lucy. Woo! Oh, Jen, I'm glad you're able to pop in for a little bit. And my voice is still trying to wake up today. Hey, Sophie, Jen, and Crystal. Hey, Starstruck, and Cine. I'm saying that right? Allie Rose and Hannah. Hey, Wascally, and sorry I had to change, and whole C's here. Hey. Karen and Tony Perkins and Carissa and Dora and Jen. Hey. Oh, and Sean is here. Quiet Place is here. Oh, and Melbourne. I'll be in Melbourne soon. Thanks, Danny, for the likes. Woo! Thanks, Sean, for using your free spin going to the casino for me. How are you guys doing? So, sorry I had to change the time. In pure Katie fashion, I completely forgot that I have this women's program this afternoon. And I'd already RSVP'd, and it starts at 12:30 or 1. I think I have to be there 12:30, but the program starts at 1. And so I said, oh, let's do the live stream at 2 p.m. because that's when we normally like to do it on Fridays. And then I was like, shit, I forgot. So thanks for being flexible. Sorry that I had to change it on you. But I know that this is better for a lot of you over in, Europe and stuff because of the time change, but I know it's hard for those of you who are in Australia and Melbourne and stuff like that. So I'm sorry for the confusion. Oh, it's noon. Is that, strawberry. It's only, Europeans dance. I know. Well, I used to do too. I used to do the Wednesday early and the Friday late, but things have just been super busy, so it's hard for me to make sure that I can do 2 a week. So I may go back to just doing 1 on Fridays, and we'll just toggle the time around to make it fit. That's why 2 p.m. sometimes seems to be best because it's late for those of you in Europe, but it's not too crazy late, and then it's not too crazy early for those of you in Australia, I believe. Thanks, Yoitz. Yoitz is here. Whoa. Mama Brown Bear. Yay. Oh, Sean's getting the monkeys ready already. Are there still monkeys? Is that still an option?
I think so. I saw them.
Oh, we saw monkeys. Pops. Hey, Pops. Thank you. So, anyways, that is what we're,
Very cool, Sophie.
I know. I saw John Green replied to you on Twitter. That's exciting. He's so nice. He's honestly, the more I get to know him, the more he just surprises me. Thanks, orbiting around in a good way. I thought he was going to be super serious. He is not, and I appreciate it, and I love it. Thanks, Manda D, I'm assuming, maybe, or Mandad. I don't want to judge. I always say your username's wrong, so I'm doing my best. But how's everybody doing? Oh, it's Wascally's birthday tomorrow. Well, happy early birthday. And so, Lizzie's asking if I got her question on Instagram. I do not check DMs on Instagram. I don't really interact on Instagram that much. Just never really have. If you have a question that you want answered, the best way to ask it is below a Monday video because I'm pretty active in the comments there, or on the website. I get in there and answer some of your questions each and every week. So that's kind of the best way to go about it. Oh, orbiting around, finally day off. Yay! 7 days is a long stretch. And I haven't gone to my P.O. box. I'm sorry. I planned on going yesterday. I had like a 2-hour break where I was like, I'm going to get there. I'm going to do it. Thanks, Calvin. Woo. But I just haven't had time. This week is busy to me. Things are getting done and I'm excited, but it's also just been crazy busy and I feel like I just haven't had any time. And so I haven't made it to my P.O. box, but I will go before the next live stream. Don't worry. I haven't been there in over a week. So I'm sorry, but I will definitely, I'll get there. Don't worry at all. Okay, how is everybody doing? Tell me a little bit about what's going on with you. And I'm usually better at checking the P.O. box as well. But anyway, so that's what's going on with me. I have a women's program this afternoon. It has been so hot here in LA, and Sean and I don't have... Oh, the helicopter's back. Ooh. So anyways, that's, oh, Welby, you had surgery. I hope you're feeling okay. I hope it's better. Oh, and just finished summer semester of school. Woo. Oh, what's WLD? Wild? But you'd like to, I'm assuming what you're saying is you'd like to guess, Steffi? Yeah, we'll definitely try to. I know I am a little bit raspy, Kim. I don't know. This morning, Sean, I don't know why it is. Maybe because of I don't know. What did we even do yesterday? I think Sean woke up kind of sounding like this, too.
Woke up like this.
I woke up like this. Super cool. Super cool. I've avoided adulting all day. I love that. Quiet places, I'll be doing just my meetups at VidCon when it comes to Melbourne, but if I go somewhere else, like I think Sean and I will probably end up in Sydney, I will be doing a meetup wherever else we end up at, and we are doing, I am talking at some schools, and I'm not sure which ones yet, because I know only 2 of them have been confirmed thus far, but I know a lot of you've reached out and wanted me to come talk, and so, my manager is working on that to make that happen, so I'm super excited, and those are some things that I have to, figure out for myself. Like I have to put my talks together. I have to be an adult. I have to prep and get ready because it is coming. Like it is already August. Do you guys do you see my calendar? It's Amsterdam. It just has different cities each and every month. And this month is Amsterdam, which I thought was funny because it should have been April when I was there. Thanks, Tony Perkins. Woo, 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 woo. And I need to get, speaking of which, do we want this today? Or no. And if a guy comes in, I know that sounds really weird, but if you hear somebody, we have a handyman at our house because Sean and I got a fridge back in December.
Yeah.
We got a fridge back in December, and we haven't hooked it up to the water so it can get ice and, out of the door because we didn't have a water hookup there. And so we're like, whatever, we'll be fine. We'll just deal with it. Well, then we're like, well, we should just get a handyman to come and do it because I thought my mom's boyfriend, Larry, could do it when they were in town. And he's like, I'm not crawling under that apartment. And I apparently have to go through the floor. So we have a guy here today, but he had to run out, luckily, because a lot of times, remember when that guy was painting? Do you guys remember that? And he, cowbell all day, every day. Woo! Do you remember that guy painting in our bedroom? And he came in and I was like, sorry, I'm just doing a live stream. Do you guys remember that? Oh my God. Oh, hey, Jamie. Woo, woo, woo. So anyways, yeah, I thought that was really funny. But so just before we started, the guy that's doing the kitchen stuff, he was like, I got to go get a filter. I got to go get this other thing. So I'll be back in about an hour. And I was like, okay, well, that gives us some time to start the live streaming. And then, when he comes back, whatever. But it was just funny to me. It made me think of that guy. He was like, probably wondered what the hell was going on. I'm 100% sure.
The double H.
And then I think even when I said I'm live streaming, I think he still was like, I don't know what that means. He there was no show of understanding on his face. So anyways, if you guys didn't know, I polled my Patreon patrons about the videos that they want me to film. Oh, Kim's a new subscriber. Woo, woo, woo. Welcome to the Kenyan fam. Oh, Waskley's got to go off to work. Bummer. But it's Friday. Yay! I hope you have a good day. I hope it goes by quickly.
Yeah, a couple of panels.
Oh, what are people asking?
Asking if you're doing a panel at VidCon.
Oh, yeah, I have, I don't know, I think 4 panels that I'm on, some of which I'm not moderating, which I know sounds silly, but since I'm like the adult of YouTubers, I feel like I always end up moderating, meaning I ask the questions and I make sure it moves along in a good way, and we get all the things we've been wondering, we get those things answered, and people talk about it. Thanks, Shade is Sade, is that right? Woo, woo, woo. On the couch with Fridge Guy, how many likes? We'd have to break all our records because he would think that it's super, super weird.
So what are we doing?
I know, right? He's really nice, but he'd be very confused. But it'd be really.
It's a lot of money per hour.
It is a lot of money. Well, I mean, $50 an hour. It's a lot of money. Anyway, how many, Maureen? How many? What did we get to? What was our, is Aaron here? Is Aaron P here? What was our max? What did we get to? She always remembers what our maximum amount that we got was.
Wasn't it?
No, it was we got over 500, didn't we? 500,000.
I feel like
Ashley Boston, I agree. Ashley Boston Volleyball says at $1 million. I know. Oh, well, welcome, Amanda. Hey. Yay. Yeah, I think we got 700,000. I don't disagree, Sophie. I legit, it was around that. Yeah, almost 700, 600. Oh, Jamie, I haven't gotten the playlist schedule. I know that just for any of you coming to playlist DC, thanks orbiting around. Woo woo. Oh, you think it was 650,000, but for last live stream was crazy. But it was amazing, and I sent out 15 giveaways. Holy schmamolies. Oh, sorry, Taylor. I couldn't. I have an event that I have to go to, and I can't really live stream from there. It would be kind of, not necessarily fun for you guys to watch.
I know, especially since at YouTube, you'd be like, hold on, I just got to jump on a different platform.
I know, right? Thanks, YouTube. I'm going to go on YouNow for a hot minute. Yeah. But Jamie, the panels that I'm usually on, if there's any schedule, I've tried to look, and I've reached out to a playlist, and all I am is confirmed to go. And I know I'm doing a meet and greet, and I know I'm open to doing panels, but the ones that I've done the previous years are, number one, there's like a body image panel or something like that, and then number two, it's a mental health panel. It's like something about like, are you okay? Oh, yay. Okay, cool. You guys, I'm planning a bunch of different collaborations, and I'm super excited, and another one just came through, and hold tight and follow me on Instagram and Snapchat to hear about it. So, anyways.
These are like game changers.
Yeah, these are like bigger YouTubers in my world of people that I've been watching and following for a while. So, but anyways, as far as that stuff goes, Jamie, I don't have that yet, but those are the two panels I was on last year, and then you can look for me in the meet and greets. But as always, you guys, if I'm at an event, I always walk around. So like follow me on Snapchat and Instagram and Twitter, because a lot of times I'll just like say, hey, I'm just going to walk, like VidCon, Sean and I walked out like 3 or 4 times just through the main expo hall and around, so that if you can't get in to see me on a panel, or you can't get into, my meet and greet, then it's still okay. So, thanks, Emily. Woo, 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 woo. Okay. Oh, you got your card. Yay. I'm just going to tell my manager, that I'm live streaming now.
Tell her to jump on the stream.
BRB. She could jump on the stream. Totally true. Okay, so anyways, let's get into the things that you guys are excited about. But let's do some giveaways today. Let's get this thing crack-a-lackin'. Sean is like not playing any music, so cowbell it is. Cowbell all day long, every day. And have any of you? I've seen from many that you really liked the origami that I sent out for Patreon gifts. Sophie and I, yes, you almost did walk into the Creator Lounge of VidCon. I remember that. Ryan's asking, am I a feminist? I am a traditional, where the word comes from back in the day, feminist, meaning just we're all the same. We're all human. Why should anything be any different? I was at an event last night, hosted, I think it's hosted by Lily Singh, technically, in Girl Love, where they talked about, all of that stuff, and not having girl on girl hate, which I completely agree with, and I think it's a wonderful cause. Something that I'd like people to talk about a little bit more is the systemic issues, like the fact that if we are on low income, sorry, I'm just getting on a soapbox for just a minute, so just hear me out. A lot of insurance companies don't cover women's health things, like if you have a baby, if you have to go to the gynecologist, some of those things are like at a higher tier, so you have to pay more into the program, which I think is really jacked up. Also, if we're on like WIC or on food stamps and things like that, it doesn't pay for menstruation products, which I think is totally fucked up also. And so those kinds of things bother me, but I don't think that has anything to do with being a feminist. I think Sean would agree. Like it's not, it's just like we're all human and we all deserve to have, the same rights and the same abilities, and that's it. So anyways, that's kind of what I'm about. And I don't think, I think a lot of the new feminist movement has given feminism a bad name, and that's what bothers me. So I would never do a video being like, I'm a feminist, or what was that video people were doing, the red pill? What was that about? You remember, Sean? Anyways, I just love all people, and I think we should all, we all should have the same opportunities, right? Thanks, orbiting around. Woo, 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 woo. Okay, let's see. Let's get some questions here. Yeah, we don't choose to have a period. I agree. It's strawberry. It's not like, oh, thanks, Kim. I'm glad you're enjoying the videos. And as always, you can always let me know in the comments of the videos if there's a video that you're looking for or a question that you have. Also, the Kenyans are other community members are super helpful, because I have almost 1,000 videos, And so chances are one of your questions have been answered in there, and they're really helpful to let you know and guide you towards one if you have a specific question. I know. Orbiting around. Come on and take a free ride. Okie dokie. Yeah, I agree, Mayor Fleur. It can get a little crazy sometimes. Some of the feminism stuff is, is crazy. Okay, let's go. Let's answer some questions. Would I ever do a video on agoraphobia? Joel, I've already done it. You have to just search for key terms with my name on YouTube and it'll come up. I did a video, I don't remember when that came out, maybe like 2 years ago, the agoraphobia video. Let's see. Becca, of course, ask your question and I will answer it. Mama Brown Bear says, does my bipolar type 2 diagnosis affect my husband? I think it definitely can. A lot of mental health issues are going to affect our ability to function in our day, make it hard for us to do all the things we want to do, or maybe we act impulsively or we do other things. It can be hurtful. We can be really get really irritated and agitated and fight with them. So mental health issues can definitely affect our relationships. I think it's more about how we first understand our own diagnosis and work to better manage it, and then communicate best with our spouse or loved one about it, because I think that all of that is kind of key to understanding as a whole and making sure that we're all on the same page and we're all working together and all that stuff. Thank you, Sophie. Sophie put the link to the agoraphobia video there. So anyways, yay. So what do you guys want to do we didn't do our goals. I learned last time that if you don't do your goals right away, then it's crazy and you never even get a chance to write down your goals, ever. And then we just have to keep doing giveaways, which is cool. Or did we like the, I would order sushi. Woo! Thanks, Rowan S. Thank you. Woo, 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 woo. Woo, woo, woo. Thank you. That's so generous of you. Yay. Thanks, Kim. Woo, woo, woo. Thank you guys, you're so nice. Yay! Oh, you're not home. I'm sorry, Ava, but I'm glad that you're able to at least pop in and say hi. So hi. And I'll try to do 2 live streams next week, but follow me. I know, get to 1 million, you guys. Can we do it? Can we do it?
That's a lot.
That's a lot. But hey, we never thought we'd get to whatever. We got 650, 700,000. So
712, it said.
712. Holy moly.
Control scroll, let the good times roll.
I know. Ding. Okay. Okay, yeah, I'll do guests. I'm going to guest today. I am, if that's what we want to do. So what do we want for our goals? We said 1 million. We want to get to 1 million likes. But what do we get? If we get to 1 million likes, I swear to God, I'd give away everything in my giveaway box. That would be crazy. Let's VidCon party. Let's all eat Vegemite covered Tim Tams. That's not. I mean, I like the Tim Tams and I like Vegemite, but I don't know about them together. Jennifer, I'm glad you're able to come on. Okay, let's see. So 100K, we usually do some giveaways. Then maybe. Okay, Ava says then I can maybe guest and show you my drawings. If you're able to stay on, definitely. Bless you.
Oh man, sorry.
Bless you. And someone had asked if it is still it's still hot here, and it's still very hot here, which is actually kind of good that we're doing this earlier in the day. Otherwise, I don't think I could survive. Oh, Kim W. She's asking, do I have a video on transference and why it happens? I have one coming at you soon, because on Patreon I asked people what. Oh, yay. Hey, Junie Junebug. I asked on Patreon what videos people wanted me to film, and that is one of them. And I have 6 of them, I think, that I pulled out of there, even though I told people to only vote on 5. There was one that was a really close 6, so that's in there too. So yeah, I will be doing that, but Yoit's Potato says sneeze roar. I know Sean has the loudest sneezes. But yeah, it'll be coming at you. I don't think have I talked about transference, you guys? Hey, Knit Jester, thanks for the likes. Have you? I don't think I've done that yet, so it's coming at you. Oh, Karen, that's so weird. So the live stream's so delayed. I see the bless yous and then only hear the sneeze after. That's so ridiculous. Oh, hi, Sarah. I'm glad you're able to pop in. Hopefully we can see you later. Oh! We got a monkey! Woo, 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 woo. Take your earbuds out! Woo, thanks, Jamie! Woo, 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 woo. Jamie is kicking out this Friday.
Our neighbor hates us.
Woo, 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 woo. That's a good one. Sean's got a good noise. It just keeps raining. It keeps raining though. Like
Bananas and lights.
we're going bananas.
Bananas and
We're
lights.
going bananas. Carissa says, can we meet while I'm here in California? Unfortunately, things have been so intensely busy right now. My next meetup in California probably won't be until we get back from Australia.
I wouldn't even get to meet you.
I wouldn't even get to meet you. No, it's just been a lot busier than I thought it was going to be. I'm sure I can tell you guys a little bit, but I'm in a new program with YouTube where we're filming a bunch of collaborations, and we're doing it in a short period of time, and so all of the time that I thought I would have has just been like completely taken up by prepping for that and writing out ideas for the episodes. And
crazy. I haven't seen a calendar that busy lately. I mean,
so we're not usually this busy. So I'm sorry, I won't be doing a meetup in California for a while. I know a lot of you have asked, and I've done them over the years, and I will do more. I just won't be able to do it until probably October, maybe the last week of September. It just kind of depends on how we do going away to Australia and getting all the videos done for this first, getting the anxiety workbook out. I have some videos that have to go along with that. So, yeah, it's just busy. I mean, and it's funny because I was talking to Sean about this last night. Yesterday was a busy day for me as well, managing my client schedule and also like different events I had to go to. And I think that I'm busy, and then I like talk to Hannah or somebody, and I'm like, no, that's busy. Like, it's all relative, right? But so I'm sorry for those of you who thought that we'd be doing like a meetup sooner, but it won't be until October. And I'm sorry. It's hard. It's hard to do everything. So anyway, and I'm supposed to be taking care of myself also, right? Thanks, Cine. But I would love to meet all of you. That's why I always say yes to the events like VidCons and playlists and stuff, because it's not like it's mainly because I just want to see you. I want to meet you. And so that's really why I go to those. So then hopefully all of you can come to the different events and they're not too crazy expensive. And then we can meet and take photos and all that stuff. But yes, I will schedule, and hold me to this, I will schedule a meetup. Oh, thanks, Becky. Oh, I love your picture, your poodle. But anyways, I will do a meetup. Yeah, I'll do a meetup and hold me to it. End of September, early October in SoCal. Maybe we'll go down to Orange County. I know a lot of people are down in that area too. Rock the boat, baby. Rock the boat. Don't tip the boat over. Okay. So, yay, Jessica. I'm glad you got your card and you love it. Hooray! Hooray! And I got to write my thank yous for my Patreon patrons. I got to do that this weekend too. Okay, let's answer some more questions. Becca says, today I am meeting her. Wait, am I missing another portion? I know, 20-something days. J. Mary talking about DC. It's so soon. We'll get to meet in person, even though we get to Skype and hang out, but it's not the same. Yeah, VidCon isn't exactly a vacation. They did put me on all of the things. But then Sean and I got to stay a week after and visit our friend Jurgen in Germany, and we got to do so many things. Okay, Becca, I'm going to try to answer your question here. It says, today I'm meeting her and spending the night. Then I'm going to an amusement park tomorrow. Is it a good idea? I'm feeling desperate for a friend because... 27 days until playlist. Okay. 1 month till Melbourne. I know. I don't see the rest of it, Becca. It didn't come through. Yeah, Patreon is marvelous. And I know that I say this every month, but I'm just so grateful to you guys. So thank you. Honestly, we wouldn't still be doing this if it wasn't for Patreon, because I would have had to give something up, because working full-time, working 2 jobs, and then doing YouTube was just getting to be too much. And then when I was like worried, I told Sean, I think I'm going to quit my job. I can't keep doing all of this. If I had to go back. Oh, of course, Junie. Just ask it in the chat.
How it went that you were probably going to be hanging up YouTube. That was where you
were. Well, first it was I was maxed, and I was like, I can't.
Then you're like,
I can't. And then I was like, I got to go back. Yeah. That's essentially what it. But then Sean's like, well, let's try Patreon first. We'll give it a couple months before we decide if you, if you have to go back. And then you saved my bacon, so thank you.
Charlotte Hall.
Woo woo. I know Ben's cute. Patreon brings monkeys and fridges. Exactly. So exciting. So I'm just grateful to all of you, and thank you. Are you coming to playlist, Sean? They want to know.
Oh.
We don't know actually yet if Sean's coming. It kind of depends on work for him.
I got a day job. So
He has an actual regular job. Okay, Danny and Becca, I was trying to answer your question, but yes, and Sophie, I do know that Kat is going back to school to study psychology. She actually called me, or maybe it was just texted me. Do people call anymore? I think we mainly just text. She texted me about it to get some advice on like what my thoughts were and what was best. And she's gonna go back and finish her undergrad and then go to grad school. She wants to like become a therapist like me. So we'll keep checking in with her and see how she's doing. But yeah, I'm excited for her. Okay, Danny says, I'm starting a new private school in fall. It's really small so I can meet people, but I'm still super nervous. Tips on making new friends. I think honestly, people will tell you ways to like talk to people and be open to it, but the real truth about making new friends is just try new activities. Sign up for some clubs or groups or sports or whatever you like. If you like to play music, join the band and do whatever. If they have like a thing that they do, like the first weekend of school, they have like a go away thing where they go camping or something, sign up for that shit. Do that stuff, because I find that no matter what we say, if we are struggling to find friends and make friends and keep friends, the best way to get to know people is through like shared experience and shared activity, because then you're all together and there's really no way for you not to get to know them as long as you're like participating. And so I always think that's the best way to make friends, and that's the best thing to do, is just to be involved. Just say yes for a little bit and get into some different programs so that you can get to know people. And I think that's the best, the best thing. Oh, and Ashley also says be yourself and always be kind. I know. I agree, Unicorn Hair and Latte. She said, the only way to connect is through fingers, no longer the mind. Text generation. And I agree. Everybody texts now. Nobody calls. Okay, Junie Junebug says, my counselor moved too far, and now I have no counseling. And also the referrals that were made to the hospital were ignored. And so now I've been left with no help. That's ridiculous. So can we... How else? Junie, are you in the States? Because I really do think that if you are in the States and you don't need to get a referral from a certain physician or something like that, I would start making your own calls. Check in with your insurance, see who they cover, and call like 10 different people. Jennifer S., we got a new subscriber. Because I would try to figure out ways to find someone that works for you. And I know that she offered referrals, but they weren't helpful at all. Thanks, Jamie. Woo, Jamie is coming in hot today, smashing the like button, sending monkeys and bananas. The time of our life. But I would definitely talk to your insurance company, make the calls, and get an appointment. And if you need a referral, I go back to your doctor and I tell them exactly what happened. Like, hey, I got these referrals, but they're fucking shit and no one's calling me back. Thanks, Charlotte. Woo, woo, woo. So that so that you can get the help you need. And I know it sucks. I have a favorite quote, and I meant to tweet it out last night, and then I got home and we had food and I fell asleep and I forgot. But there was a quote from one of the women on the panel, and I wrote down her name because she's an actress. Sorry, guys, just bear with me for just a minute. But Debbie Ryan, do you guys know who Debbie Ryan is?
Oh, cool. Sophie signed up for BetterHelp.
Oh, yay! I hope it's let me know how it goes, because somebody just left a comment saying that, they said they were suicidal, and then they told them that they can't, give you that level of care, and they were really disappointed. So I want to make sure that it is a good program. Yeah, from the Disney Channel. Exactly, Charlotte. Yeah. Oh, Colton, we're only positive over here. She was super nice, and one of my favorite quotes, she was talking about changing the way people view women on TV and just being like an honest and unapologetic her. And she said, if I have to shout extra loud for someone to hear it as a whisper, I will. And I wrote it down because I really liked it, because I think that applies to getting mental health help. How many times have I said that? If we have to shout to be heard, but I just really like the fact that she's like, if I have to shout to be heard, for it to be heard by someone as a whisper, I'll do it. And so sometimes we have to do that, Junie, and I know it's terrible that you feel left, but you're never alone. You have our whole community behind you, and I would just encourage you. Thanks, Karen K. Woo, woo, woo. Okay, Colton. Now, I don't know who Haley Steinfeld is. I don't watch much TV. I don't have the interwebs, or not the interwebs. I don't have the cable. I have the interwebs, clearly.
You don't have the cables or the interwebs?
Oh, yay, Kim. I'm so glad you subscribed. What, honey? Nothing. But yeah, so give that a try, Junie, and let me know if there's other ways I can help, okay? Julia says that her dad blocked her and told her that I'm not a daughter. How can I cope? I'm so sorry that happened. I keep waving this around. Do we even want to come up with goals, or do we just want to do giveaways when we reach certain things? I was planning things and then I got distracted. Let me know your thoughts. But having a parent kind of disown us can be one of the hardest things to have to deal with. And I think a lot of what we can do is talk about it in therapy and process through the loss, because I really think that what's happening right now is a grieving process. And I would encourage you to, reach out if he'd even talk to you at all and say, I'd really just like to better understand what's going on. Or maybe there's more to the story. There's always much more to the story. But that's why talking it out in therapy is really helpful and really beneficial. And then giving yourself the time to process it and grieve it, because it's essentially like a death, right? The relationship that you thought you had isn't there anymore. I know that it's completely okay to fall apart and to feel sad and to cry about it. Just giving yourself that time, I think, is probably one of the best things. And then just, like I said, talking with a therapist. That's like my best advice that I can give you for that. Because, I know that a lot of times there's nothing we can do. If they're deciding they don't want to be part of our life, we can't force them into it. We just have to make ourselves feel okay. Okay, Jamie says, something is going on with my family and my sister's getting really bad. I'm afraid she'll try to do something to hurt my family to get her way. Ooh. Have you talked to your parents about it, Jamie? Do they know what you're worried about? And we can talk more about this, but also, I don't know, talking to your sister. I mean, I know things are bad, and she's we've talked about this a lot because I'm referencing old conversations that Jamie and I have had. I would do my best to communicate with people and tell them that you're worried, and if there are things if there are safety measures you think you should take, then I would take them. Oh, and they're concerned too. I know this sounds crazy, Jamie, but changing the locks would be the first thing I would do. If you don't have a security system, thinking of getting it. Yeah, and I personally, if I was really concerned, I might even call the police, not to report anything, but just to see what you can do and tell them the situation and be like, I feel a little lost, I'm scared, I don't know how to best protect me and my family. And I know that can sound too much, but I'd rather, you prepare for the worst, you plan for the worst and hope for the best, right? Isn't that the saying? And so I think in a way we're kind of planning for the worst, so at least we kind of know what we can do, and just think of the ways that you can, best protect yourself ahead of time. Okay. Yeah, Maureen says her mom wanted her to call the police on her dad when they got divorced, and thanks, Sybil. Woo, woo, woo. And I think some of it is just making sure that you're preemptively preparing so that you know what to do. Yeah, Sarah, there's no need to spam. I'm not gonna answer questions like that, so please stop spamming, okay? You just have to wait your turn. Yeah, be extra careful. I agree, Jamie. And making sure something silly that you can think of is doing things out of a technical schedule, being a little off, asking if you can come into work early or a little late. I know that's weird, but if she knows the schedule and she's gonna try to catch you, if you think that she could come and do something, they say not to keep if you can, change your schedule up a little bit. Okay. Thanks, Yazan. Thank you for all the likes. Thank you, Karen K, for the tips.
There's opinions that are Avariz, Chris.
Abby?
Yeah, they're...
Or Avi? How did...
Adelina. They're about to leave, but they met on your live stream, and now she's there in Sweden. So
oh, that's so awesome. That's so cool.
Yeah. Adelina is who's in the...
Adelina? That's so cool, you guys. Thanks, Karen.
I don't see her in the guest queue, though.
Oh.
Oh, I can't see it. I don't know. Anyway.
Sean doesn't see... Oh, no, I don't see in the guest queue either. That's really cool, you guys. That's so awesome. Okay, Leah's asking... Is it Lee or Leah? I don't know. I think it's Lee. How big has a trauma... I think it's how big does a trauma need to be in order to have PTSD? And I think, oh, and Jamie, I'll keep talking about that. Oh, tip for the DJ Sean. Knit Jester says, tip for DJ Sean. Oh, hey, Erin P, she is here. Okay, sorry, back to the question. How big does a trauma have to be for someone to have PTSD? There's no, big, that I wouldn't even use that word. I would say that you have to worry that you have to like fear for your life a little bit. That's all that it matters. If you actually worry for your, or even someone you're watching someone's and you worry like their safety, like you see someone get hurt, that's when you can have PTSD. I know a lot of people think that like just really horrible events like losing a father or, having someone in their life pass away can be traumatic, and it's not the same. We can be very upset and be devastated and be depressed, and their grief is overwhelming. But a trauma is when we technically fear for our life in some way and our safety, or the safety of someone that we see someone, we know them, something happening to them. Does that make sense? So it's not really like it doesn't have to be like a certain level of something. We just have to fear for our life. Okay. Just got done at the dentist.
Am I weird that I like going to the dentist?
I actually like going to the dentist too. Sean and I are weird. I have a weird thing about like clean teeth. I like healthy teeth.
Oh, I just like the attention.
John likes the attention. Yeah, Ben's cute as too. Okay. Oh, and Jamie went yesterday. Okay, Jamie, I wanted to talk to I don't see the last part of your question. You got to go to work, Aaron? Bummer. When's your last day? Is it this week or next week? Okay. Oh, you had to get a crown? Oh, I have 2 of those, Aaron. I feel you, honey. I'm sorry. And those are expensive, too. Insurance only pays for, like, I don't even know. They're always, like, it always seems like the 2 crowns I've got ends up being about $500. And every time I'm like, oh, it's so much. Oh, the 24th. Okay, so we still got a little time. Okay. Kim says, I go to therapy every Friday. I recently asked my therapist what my diagnosis was, and she said GAD, insurance purposes. Okay, you guys ready for some real talk? Let's get some coffee in us. Okay. Insurances. Oh, Erin, thank you. Look at the little red crown. You're so fancy. Woo. Okay, Jamie, that's good. She says, sister getting worse as situation progresses. We'll call cops. Yeah, and keep me posted, okay? Let me know how things are going. Okay, so real talk. Let's get into the real talk. So insurances are pieces of shit. And just so you guys know, on the therapist side, there is this thing called the parity diagnosis. And things are changing with insurances, so don't hold me to this for like the rest of this year, because who knows what the hell's going on with insurance. Although my insurance sucks right now, so I'm praying for something better. But insurance requires, in order to cover things, a lot of plans say you have to have a parity diagnosis. Does anybody know what that means? Has anybody heard that before? Because what that really means is you have to have a certain level of mental illness, okay? And so that's why generalized anxiety disorder just means you have, it really, what technically means isn't necessarily what your therapist is saying. Your therapist is saying, oh, you have anxiety, and so this is a parity diagnosis. Will make sure that you get coverage. Because if she just said, oh, you have what used to be called V codes, which are like, you're having an anxious period in your life and things are stressful, and so you reached out for extra support. Like, if that's really why you came in, there'd be no technical diagnosis. And insurances won't cover shit if you don't have a diagnosis. And so that would be my guess as to why she's doing that. Because I think it's really like she's just doing you a solid so that you get coverage. And unfortunately, even though I know that's technically like insurance fraud, insurances make it really ridiculous that you can't preemptively go to the therapist. You have to like wait till you're like at wit's end so they can diagnose you with something that's like completely debilitating to your life. Do you see where I'm going with this? Anyway, that's what that probably means, Kim. And that would be my guess. So that's kind of, I know insurance is fraud. I agree. But that's kind of, a lot of therapists will do that when they just feel like you have anxiety, but we don't know to what level yet. We'll just give you the diagnosis.
Insurance didn't used to exist. It's a weird thing to think about, but
yeah.
In the 1950s, insurance didn't exist. It didn't come into play, I think, until like the early 60s. Up until then, people paid cash out of pocket for services, but services didn't cost a lot.
Well, no, because then there wasn't as much. I feel like we've gotten too many cooks in the kitchen, and now it's all jacked up. Because truthfully, lawsuits. That's the real. But anyways, that is like a whole live stream of its own, talking about insurance. But that's how that works, and that's what that means, Kim. So hopefully that makes sense. Ooh, thanks, Olivia.
Let's just
woo. Okay. So anyways, that's kind of how that works. And insurance is a bunch of meanies, Riley, and they drive me crazy. And so I think that I would just let your therapist do what they say is best. And yeah, leave it at that. Okay. Oh, Sophie asked that question in just a second. Why be negative? I recognize that face. We met in New York. Okay. Oh, number 78 already. Says, can you get a diagnosis off of medical records? Technically, yes. But I don't think it's appropriate because we're not, like, ethically, we're not supposed to diagnose without spending significant time with a patient. Now, some diagnoses, you really only need to meet a patient once to know that they're manic, or to know that they have some sort of psychosis, or even to know they're depressed sometimes if someone's really severe. I think that just doing it off of records doesn't really show where you technically are now. And so I don't think that that's right, but that's something they could definitely do. Okay? Okay, and Sophie's question was the difference between... I haven't had an acai bowl before, Erin. Maybe I should try. Oh, Marjoline, we got a new Patreon patron. I may have said your name wrong. I'm sorry. Woo-hoo. Okay, so Sophie's question is depression versus burnout. In my situation, burnout not related to working. I don't think that, hear me out. I only think we can have burnout when we're doing too much for too long. I don't think we can just get burnout on life. I think that's depression. And so that would be my distinction. We can get burnt out if we've been just like working and we don't bring our head up for air at all. Really, Jamie? Her husband knows the keyboardist for Billy Joel. That's awesome.
I want Billy Joel.
So, Erin, I'm going to have to try. I'm going to have to try an acai bowl. But anyways, Sophie, to finish up the answer to your question, burnout can only happen when we're doing a lot and we're working too hard. Thanks, orbiting around. Woo, woo, woo. But depression, I honestly think a good way to describe it would be like burnt out from life, when we don't enjoy anything, we feel like everything is just in the shitter, we're not excited, we don't know what's wrong. Like, I think that that's really the difference. Does that make sense? Hopefully that's a little helpful. And bore out, that doesn't really exist, Ursina, but we can just be completely bored, and I think a lot of that, if we're just feeling like low energy and not excited, that could be like dysthymia, like a low-grade depression. Okay, and a video on mindfulness, I can definitely do that. Have I not done that yet? Sometimes I get surprised on what I haven't done. Okay, so I can definitely do that. AHES 8886. Okay. Thanks, Unicorn Hair and Lattes.
All right,
I have done a series on mindfulness. Yay, thanks, Benz. Benz Q. Okay. Sarah is asking, what do you do if you're consistently angry or irritated at people all the time? Have a good day, Kim. I hope therapy goes well. Happy Friday. It's fine to live Friday. Cup of ambition. Okay, so if you're constantly angry and irritated at people, honestly, Sarah, that can come from depression as well. How long am I going to be on today? I'll be on until 11, and then I have to like promptly stop so that I can cleanse this sweaty self of mine and then go to YouTube. So
they should write the songs like working 9 to 9 for you.
Working 9 to 9. It's true. I take a break in there for dinner, though. Don't worry. I know, it's Dolly. Yay! Okay, so let's get into okay, it's going to be on for that. Oh, Sarah's question. Consistently angry or irritated at people all the time. A lot of times that's a symptom of depression because we just have we don't have any extra to give because we already feel like we were depleted. And so, ooh, excuse me. Lydia! Woo, woo, woo! We got a new subscriber! Woo, 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 woo! You guys! Yay, yay, yay! I know, be careful, Jamie. I am kind of worried about you. Keep me posted, okay? But when we're angry and irritated, I think it can be a sign of depression or anxiety and just feeling like completely depleted of any extra energy to deal with people. Way to make a living. And anyways, Charlotte Hall subscriber. Woo, woo, woo. Woo, woo, woo. Okay, sorry. Stay focused, Katie. Stay focused. When we're feeling that way, I would honestly start talking about it with someone, even journaling it out, or have
the cowbell away.
Take the cowbell. Eloise is over it.
Excuse me, miss.
Excuse me.
License, registration.
And cowbell, please. Don't worry, Jamie has another if we run out. Okay. So they, anyways, I think that talking to someone, venting it out. One of my clients, when she felt extremely angry and frustrated, she would go to kickboxing. And I know that that's not for everybody, but I'm just saying that we have to find. Oh, Lizzie, take your earbuds out, you guys.
Oh, Bobby McFerrin. Wow.
New subscriber. Yay, Charlotte. Thank you. Oh, Tanel. Hi, Tanel. The Patreon patron as well. And that rhymes. What is happening? Arsene Law. Woo! New subscriber. It's subscriber day. Is it? You guys, it's just we're so popular today. I feel so excited.
Maybe a little dance break.
Well, I haven't finished answering Sarah's question fully.
Bye,
Okay,
Taylor.
bye, Taylor. Thanks for popping in. But I think when we're feeling irritated, vent it out, talk it out, write it out, do something to get it out, because chances are we probably should see a therapist because it sounds like we might be depressed or anxious or having trouble with that. But we need to find a way to get it out so that we don't feel completely like it's out of our control. Do you know what I mean? We're taking the control back. So I would encourage you to give that a try, and hopefully you'll feel better. Okay? Thanks, Crazy Bunny. Woo-woo. I think our guy is here. I think the guy is back.
All good? Cool. Yeah, no worries.
Okay, everybody. Let's guess somebody. Are we ready? Oh, and Holly's asking, post-surgery depression, is that normal? It can be. Something that people don't talk about enough, and it's not something I know enough to really get into with you guys, but when we take medication that affects our brain and our nervous system, it can affect our mood, and it can cause us to have, remember the only reason I read about it is because of night terrors. So I started reading, and it can cause like flashbacky, like a PTSD-like symptoms and stuff. So if we have had surgery, it can affect our brain and how we feel. That's one part of it. And second part is if we've had surgery and we used to always go for walks, and that was part of our self-care, and now we're bedridden for a few weeks till we heal, all of that can affect like our overall mood and how we're doing. So it is very normal, but I would talk about it, and I would see what you can do to feel better and, get the support and help that you need. Yeah, the fridge guy is here. Exactly. Okay, let's see. Let's check in with Karen K. We haven't had her on in a while. Hey. And then Steffi wants to be on to keep us updated. Let's see. She's all the way in South Africa. Let's see if we can connect with her and hear her beautiful, beautiful accent. Hi.
Hello.
How are you?
How are you? I'm well, thanks.
It's good to see you. It's been a while.
It has been a while, yes.
So what's going on? How are you doing?
I've got crazy hair going on.
That's why mine's in a pony.
No, I'm doing well, thanks. We had some craziness happen at work in the last week, where one of my friends fell through the ceiling over the staircase. So she fell about 6 meters, and we all heard this happen. So
Is she okay?
Well, she's got 3 cracked vertebrae, and she had a big gash on her leg that she needed surgery for, but by all accounts, she's incredibly lucky. So we've all been trying to sort of, wrap our heads around that. That was very hectic.
Yeah.
And I keep seeing her lying at the bottom of the stairs, so.
Yeah. Sorry, I've got to try to put headphones on.
Sorry.
I don't want to keep talking because it's going to keep echoing. Okay. Better?
Is that better?
Yay! I don't hear any echo. That's really scary, though. So she's in the hospital, I'm assuming, and they're just waiting to see how.
Yeah, she's.
Because what's cracked vertebrae? What is that? I know what that is, but how bad is the recovery for that? I've never known anybody to crack them.
Well, thankfully they don't have to, operate on her back, but she'll be in a brace for 6 months. So,
okay.
Yeah. So other than that, but
scary.
otherwise, yeah, shame. And it's worrying. I worry about her. Shame.
Yeah. What
And it's
happened?
not
How did she fall through? Like, do they have any idea of what?
our archive boxes are in the roof, sort of in the attic of the office building,
Oh,
and she just stepped right through the ceiling and fell through. So it was just a bad accident, I guess.
yeah. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
But thankfully she's okay. You know, she could have been a lot worse. So
Totally. She's alive. She's, just in recovery from it. It's not like
yeah,
it could have been way worse. I agree. But
yeah.
that's scary.
So
That's a lot to deal
how
with.
how can one, like, I don't know what's the best way to be supportive right now. I mean, we've offered to help with their kids and drive around and make meals and stuff. But other than that, how can I best be supportive right now? I don't really know what to say.
I think some of it's just being there. I mean, if you're close with her, like at least this is what I've heard, and I'll look in the chat and see if other people say things. But like Ronnie says, I think that's a great start, and I agree. Like what you guys are doing is great. Like taking care of the logistics of life is usually what makes things more stressful for people because she can't do the things she used to do at all. And so food, taking care of the kids, cleaning house, stuff like that can be really helpful, doing laundry. But then other than that, honestly, Karen, I think some people just want you just to be there. Like she probably is going through a lot or might just want to vent or might just want to, if she's just sitting in a hospital bed and she's stuck or she's bedridden at all, it might be nice just to come over and just watch some TV and just be there. Offer to get her water or make food or, then you can do stuff while you're there. But sometimes I find people just get lonely because they can't really do anything. And so it's
Yeah,
like you feel really restricted. And then that's what makes it hard. But I think you guys are doing great. A lot of it's just
yeah,
doing the practical life things and then checking in. Like once a
yes,
week, maybe you have like an evening you go over and you just check in with her and see how she's doing, or you call, offer to come over. And sometimes they'll say no, and I would go potentially anyways, because people don't want to put us out, but often they really could use a little extra support
yeah.
and. But I think you're doing great.
No, that's awesome. Shame, yeah, it's just, I think we're all at work a bit traumatized right now.
Yeah, I'm sure. Do they like I don't know how things work, but in the States, like when scary things happen in an office, they always offer like they have somebody there you can talk to briefly. Do they have any of that or no?
No, no,
Well, talk
not.
maybe.
We're not quite so evolved yet.
That's what I'm always like. I don't know what it's like there, but here they're like, oh, an HR department is available and we have someone on staff right now. But it's very
Yeah,
understandable to be upset and to feel worried. And I would talk with people at work about it as much as you need to until you feel kind of like decompressed from it.
yeah.
And
Well,
yeah.
but other than that, things are going well.
Good. Yay. Well,
Yeah.
it's good to see you. And I'm sorry that happened, but because this is technically like still kind of a newish job. I mean, how long has it been
Yes.
now, right? Yeah.
About 2 months.
Yeah. That's so exciting
Yeah.
though. But you're still loving the job and everything is good?
Yes. Yeah. No, everyone's lovely. It's like night and day from my previous job. So
Good. Because that one
it's
sounded,
it's
yeah.
it was bad. This one's great.
Yeah. Yay. Well, good.
Yeah.
I'm glad. I'm
Well,
glad
it's
everything
nice to
helped.
see you.
Yeah, you too. You too. Thanks for
And
guesting.
Karen,
shout out there
Karen.
to Sean in the back.
He was just chanting your name. He's like, Karen, Karen.
Woo! Yeah. Cheers,
Well,
cheers.
yeah, good to see you. And I hope everything settles down soon. Keep me posted, okay?
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Bye.
Bye. It's good to see her. It's been a while. It's been a while since we've caught up with Karen. I'm glad the job is still going great, but that can be scary. Remember we were just talking about PTSD and how big. Oh, thanks, Procrastinator Junior. Woo, 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 woo. And Kelly O gave some likes. I saw. Yay, 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 yay. But what was I gonna say? Oh, when we're talking about how big a trauma has to be for us to have PTSD, we just have to fear for our life or watch someone else where we fear for their life. And essentially, that's kind of what happened in Karen's office. Is like you worried that someone could die, something terrible could have happened to her, and she's injured, but thank God she's still alive, and so that can be traumatizing. And it really can be a trauma. Okay, I've got to get some water, you guys. It's right over here. because my voice, I can't lose my voice. Okay. Let's guess Steffi, because she's got to go. Oh, my God. Get to the chopper. Get to the chopper. Aaron P. Woo, woo, woo. Get to the chopper. Yay, 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 yay. Wow. 33,000. Get to the chopper. Thank you, Aaron. Woo, 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 woo. Sean was prepared for that one. I love it. Thanks, Aaron.
Get to the chopper!
Can I do it one more time?
That's all. Okay. Just one more time.
Get to the chopper!
You can find anything on YouTube.
Thanks. I know you can. Oh, Karen, it is the best community. We do have the best community. Oh my God. Is the fridge guy joining us at the I know. I think he's outside. I think he's like under the house right now. Okay, let's guess Steffi real quick since she needs to go and I know she wants to update us. Let's see. Okay, cool. Thank you, Erin. She's our #1 fan. Woo woo. Get to the chopper. I know yoits, right? Get to the chopper. The way that they say it, man. Pity the fridge guy. Hi, honey.
Hi.
How's it going? I want to hear all that's happening because I don't think I've messaged with you recently.
No,
Like
it's been
stuff.
alright.
Mhm.
It's been a bit up and down.
You what?
It's been like a bit up and down recently.
Up and down. Okay. So
Yeah,
it's tell us a little bit about how things have been going and
therapy. I've started therapy and that's going really well. It's hard, but it's going well. I'm seeing a good sign.
Mhm. Sorry, they said there's an echo, so give me 1 sec. I'm going to put my headphones in. Okay. Okay, we can go.
Okay. Yeah. So therapy's been going well. It's hard, but it's going all right. Sort of new relationship and all that's going well.
Yay! That's the one you had the date. Remember, you're like, I gotta go. I'm going on a date.
Yeah.
Okay. Yay.
So that's going really well. I told her a bit about what's going on. She's not like ran 100 away, which I thought she might have.
The what? Sorry, it cut out.
I thought she might, like, I've told her a little bit about sort of mental health side of things.
Oh,
and she's not like ran 100 miles away, so.
Yay! I think, just like easing into it, telling them a little bit about stuff. I think people, if we give them the time, tend to do, better with it than we thought they might.
Yeah, it wasn't even like sort of intentional that I told her. It just kind of came up in a conversation, like naturally. So so that went well.
Yay! I'm excited.
Yeah, I think things are going really well, but I think it's kind of set my anxiety off a little bit because things are going well. I'm like, when's something gonna go wrong?
When is things gonna go? Yeah. Why does our brain do that? It's like it can't let us enjoy.
I feel like more anxious now. Things are going well,
and it's normal. My thoughts on that are always that it's normal to feel that because we know how shitty things feel. We know when it's bad. We're used to that. It's happened for a long time. We can't deal with it, but we're like this is normal. And so when things are good, it's uncomfortable. But if we sit with that and we like breathe through it and we just keep doing our self-care and we just keep pushing, then we'll get to a point where feeling good is normal and feeling bad makes us anxious and we don't like it. So stick with it. Our brain is adaptive. It will learn and it will get used to this being your norm.
Yeah. So things are going well apart from that. I've just like the dissociation's pretty bad at the moment. I'm just trying to kind of work through therapy and hoping it'll get better in time.
It will.
I feel a bit more positive about it all now. Like I can see sort of a future now. Like before it was just kind of getting through sort of each hour and stuff, but then it's gradually like get through the day, get through the week. And I've made plans. I'm going back to college in September.
Yay! That's so exciting.
So I'm really looking forward to that. I'm doing counselling course in college.
Yay!
I'm like really looking forward to starting that. So yeah, just things are going better.
Yeah.
I think I'm handling things better rather than nothing sort of dramatically changed. I think I'm just kind of handling things a lot better than I was sort of a couple of months ago.
Yeah. But that's awesome. I'm glad that things are better, and I think that's a good message for people to hear, that like it can get better, and when it's better it might not quite feel right just because we're not used to it, but that doesn't mean that we're not doing better. And we still have to keep working at it, but yay! Thanks for keeping us updated. It doesn't have to be anything like huge, but going back to school, feeling hopeful, having a relationship that's so far going well, those are all big things.
Yeah, and it's just like to, kind of get the message out there to other people as well. Like, it can sometimes take forever. This felt like it took forever to get to a point where I want to get better now, and I was like diagnosed with like BPD, and I never like told anybody about it. So I was processing it myself. But now I'm kind of at a point where they know I'm not really. I don't know. I feel a bit better having the diagnosis now because I know how to kind of explain it now.
Yeah. Then you and I feel like once we've and once we've kind of understood more about our own experience, then we can like feel like we could talk about it, because sometimes we don't even know, like you said, like I'm still trying to digest that myself and understand it myself, and everybody experiences things differently, so we can't just say, oh, everybody with this diagnosis does this. So
at first I don't really want a diagnosis, and I was like, I'm fine, and I was a bit sort of in denial about it all, but now I'm like, well, that's what it is, and I need to work out how I deal with it now.
Yeah. Well, keep us posted about the school stuff and, relationship stuff. I'm excited for you.
No, it is. I just want to say thank you, sort of you and sort of the community and stuff as well.
Yeah.
Not have got through the first half of this year, like, on my own with everything.
Of course, yeah. I'm glad I could be a resource, and that's what our community is for, is when those times when we're like struggling like moment to moment, not even like day to day, like moment to moment. Sometimes we need to just be reminded that we're not alone in it, we're not stuck with it, and it gives us that little extra push sometimes to keep going when we want to give up, because it can be it's hard, But yay, all the hard work paid off, all those groups and reaching out to all those people to get the resources and help you needed.
Yeah.
Because you've done a lot of work.
Yeah, so. I just was kind of tried just to sort of say thank you to everybody, and like there is light at the end of the tunnel, even though the tunnel can be like a long tunnel.
I'm glad. Thanks for sharing your story, and I know that's what the community's for, and it can get better, and it's a good reminder.
Yeah.
Yay! It's good to see you, and do keep us posted, okay?
I will do, and I have to go now. I'm babysitting my nephews, and I'm late, so.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, have a good night with them. Have fun.
I will.
And we'll see you soon, Steffi.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye, honey. Whew, I think that's a good reminder that, like, it does get better, because things were hard for a long time for her. Like she said, I wouldn't have got through the first half of the year, and so if you're in that dark place, and if you're thinking that life is always going to be shitty, that's not true. It's hard, and sometimes we're moment to moment, right? Like I said, it's not even day to day. It's like moment to moment. So just keeping that in mind, when, if we push through a little bit, it'll get better. Okay. Billy Newman says, I fell in love with the girl who helped me through on-off 3-year depression, but we have no chance to be together. Should I try to lose love? I think, let's talk about love for a minute. Are we ready? Okay. I'm going to have some water. Sean, are you asleep or just creeping in chat? Sophie wants to know.
Oh, sorry.
Sean is doing some other work right now for a minute.
I'm back.
Oh, love you too, Steffi. I'm glad things are better. Okay, so when it comes to love, I think that a lot of us think that it's like all or nothing, one person or no one. It either works out or we don't have any help at all. We don't have any support or love from anybody at all. And I feel like relationships, as you learn more and work on yourself more and more, your relationships get better and better and better. And the people that you pick and choose to have in your life, because hey, we get to pick and choose who we have in our life, it just gets better. And so if it doesn't work out with one person, I know this sounds it could be easy for me to say, and it sounds like bullshit, but if it doesn't work out, thank your lucky stars, because it probably wasn't supposed to, and it would only have gotten worse. And I'm grateful. It's like, does anybody love Rascal Flatts' Broken Road as much as I do? Because I really think that song, if you don't know it, look it up and read the lyrics. It's very powerful. But I think that a lot of times we hold on to old relationships and old things, thinking and hoping and wishing that it'll get better and that it'll work out. But truth is, relationships work if they're supposed to work. And yeah, there's going to be arguments or tough times. I'm not saying we just run away, but if things aren't good and someone isn't supportive when we need them, someone leaves us at our biggest time of need, or, we fight all the time, like, that's not how they're supposed to be, and that's why they end. And so I think finding someone that you truly love, who loves you, who's caring and supportive, and then it just is the way it is, then it totally works. So anyways, those are my thoughts. If you can't be together, give up on that relationship, but don't give up on love. We all deserve love. And I think, finding someone who works with you, who supports you, who understands you is key. Thanks, Tony Perkins, for the likes. Woo, woo, woo. Okay, let's see. Abby is asking, I can't stop self-harming no matter, I know, right, Music Lover? Such a good song. Abby says, I can't stop self-harming no matter how hard I try. How do I get help? Reach out to someone. Honestly, thanks, Jamie, smashing that like button. Woo, woo, woo. Reach out to someone, talk to a friend, talk to a family member, and get into therapy as soon as possible. I know a lot of people misunderstand self-injury, so as you're trying to reach out for help, I find it easiest just to say, I'm just feeling super depressed and upset, and I really need to talk to someone because it just feels like it's getting worse and worse, and I don't want it to get any worse, and just being honest like that. And then just seeing, if you need to go to the doctor to get the referral, if you're in like the UK or a socialized system in Canada, something like that, do that. He is definitely under our house. Is that under our house, right? Jeez, you guys.
It's like an earthquake.
It's like an earthquake. Or like if you don't need that referral, thanks, Jodkins. Woo, woo, woo. Then if you don't need a referral, then just start going through your insurance, calling all the therapists on that list, and seeing who will call you back, and do that way. So that's kind of what I would do. And I was trying to listen for advice. I know, right, Tommy Reader?
My Canadians underneath your house.
Popping up through the floor. No, the fridge isn't under the. That'd be funny if the fridge was under the house. But what he's doing. Not that you guys really care, but the pipes are under the. In order to get the cold water to the fridge, because where the fridge is, there's no water spout, so he has to make the spout. Does that make sense? What I'm saying? So he is burrowing up, exactly. So he has to burrow up through the floor. But I'm surprised I feel it here because the kitchen's like all the way on that end of the house. So anyway. We care a lot. I know, Sina. You guys are so sweet. Okay. Yeah, it is complicated, Karen, because otherwise I would have tried to do it myself. I bought all the stuff off of Amazon, like the pipes and the little things. I was like, I'll just hook this up. And then I was like, oh, no, I can't just hook this up. And then when my mom's boyfriend, Larry, came and he was like, we're going to have to go into the house. You have to drill through the floor. I was like, okay, that's out of my ability. I keep lots of people under my house, Maureen. No. Probably a raccoon or two, maybe, or a possum. Oh my God! If you guys weren't on the last live stream, you didn't hear my possum story. Oh no, we're in an apartment, Addie. I just call it my house because thanks, Mergen. Woo, 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 woo. Oh, Charlotte's asking can you get a diagnosis removed, but I do have an apartment, not a house. It'd be nice to have a house though, super fancy. To me, it's my house. You'd call it your house, even though it's an apartment. Am I wrong to say that? But diagnosis removed, if you no longer meet the criteria, you no longer have a diagnosis. And so yes, a diagnosis can be removed, or if you were misdiagnosed and you see someone else and they disagree, again, diagnosis removed. So yes, it can happen. Oh, Ursina, I love your sticker. I love the hair. That is so cute. Emma McGann sticker, you guys. She's She's got to sticker that. Oh, you do that too, Jamie? See, it's not just me. It's not just me. Okay. And someone had been asking, I know, same idea, right? It's the place that I live. Okay. Someone was asking, regretting, the possum story. Okay, Karen, Mickey, I'll answer your question, why do I regret everything, in a minute. Remind me. But first, I'm going to tell the possum story really briefly. So on my Insta stories, I think, Sean and I were walking. We've been walking in the evening. It's just kind of like our downtime, and it's been cooler at night versus in the middle of the day because it's super hot here right now. And so we were walking along the streets of Santa Monica, which is like, I mean, it's a city. It's not like a huge like New York City, but it's a city, and it's like pretty full of people. And I've lived here since 2002, and I've seen raccoons sometimes in the garbage, but we are walking along. And I'm like, oh my God, is that a cat or a dog? No, it was a possum. And it was legitimately walking along the sidewalk, like, good evening. And then it walked into like a door, like as if it was going home to someone's condo, and walking in their little like area by their front door. And first I was like, oh my God, it's a possum. Oh my God, because those things scare me because they hiss and they've got nasty teeth. And so anyways, that happened. I showed it on my Insta story, so I was like, oh my God, you guys. But then I also had the thought that, you know how people like have weird pets on Instagram? And did anybody look that up? Because I swear to God, there's people who own possums as pets. And I was like, maybe those are the possum people. They just let it out at night, and then it comes back. Who knows? And so anyways, that's the possum story. But I've seen them in Washington State where I grew up in the country, but never seen them here. And then I was terrified, and we walked past it, and I like Insta storied or Snapchatted or whatever. And then I kept looking back thinking like, is that thing chasing me? Because like I said, they hiss and they have teeth and all that shit. But yeah, so that is the thing. Possums scare me. Yes. And they do like to mess with you. I totally agree. Okay, so let's answer the question. Yeah, and I agree, Billy. I think that sometimes it just doesn't work out. And things that work out they just do. Okay, so the question was, well, remember, didn't we realize it's a possum and not an opossum? Because didn't sheep tell us those are two totally different types of animals? I don't know. Gary, I don't know if this works the same as YouTube Live. I know that if you're subscribed, you get like little things. You can shoot your questions across the screen, and you can pay to have the questions come up just to me, and you can have them highlighted. It's similar to YouTube Live, but I think it's better, dare I say. Okay, so anyways, the question that Mickey has been asking and has been so patient is, what do I do if I regret everything? And I think a lot of people don't talk about the fact that with depression, we can often ruminate about all the things we've done in our life and anything we thought might have been bad, or we did something this way, or why did it turn out this way, and we can just like spiral. And so my truth is, well, it is my truth. I'm speaking my truth. The truth is that if we're feeling like we regret everything, chances are that we're just really, really depressed. And we can ruminate on that, or we can try to reach out and get some help so that we can hopefully stop that negative thought cycle, because we get kind of stuck in it, and it can really make us feel worse. So know that it is very common. Thanks, Lauren. Hashtag speak your truth. But I know maybe the possum was a Kenyan. Who knows? But that would be my advice for that, Mickey, because it can get better. We just have to get some help. I know the possum puns are off the hizzy. Possibly postulating possums. Yoits, that's amazing. Okay. Carissa's asking, scared to get therapy because fear of getting too attached. The truth of it is that a lot of what my posse is Kenyan possum. Thanks, Jamie. You guys, we haven't even hit 100,000 likes. I guess we burned out all our likes the last 2 weeks, which is totally fine. We can be number one in possums. But the worry of being too attached to a therapist, I totally understand. Thanks, Panna. Woo, 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 woo. But I think that's not possible. I think leave that up to the therapist, because it's part of what we do. And if you are really, really worried and you don't want to see a therapist because you're just so worried about attachment, please see an attachment-based therapist, because there's a certain type of therapy that we can do that keeps it safe, keeps the boundaries strict and rigid and keeps all of that stuff safe. And so that's what you can look for. Someone who specializes in trauma often is also an attachment-based therapist. That's based on like what I know. Also, you could, let the therapist know right away when you start seeing them, because it's something that we deal with that all the time, therapists do, and it's something that we're able to manage. And so just letting them know can, hopefully maybe put you at ease, because getting help is something that's important. And I want you all to know that regardless of like attachment issues or whatever you're struggling with, there are different specialists and different people that are equipped to help you. The possibilities are endless. Oh my God, you guys. Okay, Charlotte Hall says, I don't like my therapist, but I'm too scared to ask for a new one. Trust me, we won't take it personal. It's all about you and you getting help. Practice saying it. Say it to your mom. I don't know. Practice with a best friend until it feels like it's not that big of a deal anymore. Because trust me, we're going to get help. We're not going to like be nice to everybody. It's a great way to practice asserting yourself and getting your needs met. I would encourage you to do it, because a therapist it's not like that. It's not about us. It's about you. And it's okay. I know it's hard, but oh, I know Ben's can't laugh. She just had surgery. We got to keep her safe. Okay, let's see. Are you able to help? Brianna, I don't know with what. Am I able to help? I'm always able to help. That's not true. I'm not always able to help. But, Okay, Emma's asking, how do I say to my parents that I might have OCD? I have a video about how to talk to your parents about, I think it might just be how to tell someone about my depression. Watch that video. I know that it's like depression specific, but you can insert any issue, and it kind of breaks down like how I tell people that it's best to talk to parents about things like that, because it makes it simple. Oh, Panna, we got a new subscriber. Woo! Panna banana. Anyways, oh yes, thanks Sophie. So click the video that Sophie listed, because that'll be really helpful and kind of walk you through and keep it straight and to the point. Okay, let's see. Jennifer S. says, my therapist wants me to reach out to her during the week because, thanks Jamie, smashing the like button. Woo! Will we even make it to 100,000 likes this time, you guys? We were talking about 1 million, but, each day is different. My therapist wants me to reach out to her during the week because she's worried about my safety. Is she overreacting, or is that normal? No, she's not overreacting. It's usually, how I've talked in like my, oh yay, Gary, new subscriber. Woo! I think that part of what our safety plans are as therapists is usually starts off by making like a verbal contract with you. You tell me that you won't hurt yourself until I talk with you again or until I see you again, and clients will say yes or no depending on how they're doing. And we're trying to keep you out of the hospital and keep you safe is essentially what we're doing. And so if we're worried, or if you're going through a really hard time, then we'll do more check-ins. Like, hey, can we do a text check-in, a 5-minute call check-in, or 2 sessions a week? Or there's a lot of different steps that we take. So it's not really overreacting. It's just preemptively setting up a safety structure so that you have the support that you need when you need it most. Does that make sense? Yay! So yeah, his contracts are great. Like that's what we do. Aaron P, thanks for the likes. Woo! Did everybody get their giveaways from last week yet? Have people gotten their? Was it last week only? Was it last week? Did we hit? Why does that feel like a month ago? Sweet Jesus! But we do have a ton of giveaway items, you guys. So let's get excited. If we get to 100,000, we'll do a giveaway. Yay! Okay. Oh, good. Yay, Jamie. I know. Smash the like buttons. Okay. Netball ever sent a letter. Oh, and I'm sorry I didn't get to go to my P.O. box. I'm sorry. But I will. I will go. Okay. Let's see. I know Whole C. Love a giveaway. Okay. Thanks, Carissa, for the likes, and Sydney. And Tony Perkins. Yay. Of course, Jennifer. I know it feels weird. It's okay. Happy to answer. Hi, Mergen. Woo! Okay. Oh, yeah, Denmark, it is. I'll probably get it for Christmas. No, I usually think that when I send things overseas, it takes a good week. Like a full 7 days, maybe a little longer to get to you guys. But if you're in New Zealand, it takes like 3 weeks. So be patient. How long does it take, Karen? I don't know how long it took for you to get things. Thanks, Aaron P. Woo! Oh, we got a monkey. I'm getting better.
going on?
It's going bananas. Where is that coming from? Woo, 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 woo. Jamie, thank you, thank you, thank you. Woo! 92. We're almost to 93. Thanks, Aaron P. Yay, yay, yay. We're going to make it to 100,000. I love that monkey sound. It's
I
awesome.
don't even know if it was playing. I couldn't tell.
Let's, Sean. Oh, and has Sean got a tutu? Because wasn't that one of our things, too, that we wanted to get Sean to dance in a tutu?
No.
Well, let Sean dance the possum dance. What's the possum dance? It takes like 2 months. I know, Karen, right? Thanks, Ursina. Woo, woo, woo. Also smashing that like button. Thanks, Panna, for inviting your fans. Can we get a possum animation?
Oh,
I know.
Awesome, right?
That would be awesome. Ursina, thank you, thank you. Am I saying that right, by the way? Oh, no. Cine thinks you're hilarious. Thank you for all the likes, Ursina. Green screen. Sean knows the possum dance. Woo, woo, woo. Ursina coming in hot. Woo, woo. Smashing that like button. Shit. Sometimes it's like this one gets like lazy. We have to really, but I don't want to really do it because I'm afraid it'll be even louder. Is it crazy to think that I'm trying to not make that as loud and it's still crazy loud? Ursina, thank you for all the likes. Woo, woo. Okay, Charlotte, thank you. So Christina says, I overeat and have clinical depression. How do I stop eating junky foods and eat healthier? I'm 38 and obese. It's very, very common for those of us who struggle with any kind of mental health issue or just struggling to cope to use food as a way. That's why I talk about, eating disorders all the time, because I think a lot of us don't realize that we're using food to cope. And I also think that our society as a whole only views eating disorders as those who are underweight, and that's not even a significant percentage of those who struggle. And so I think I want all of you to understand that eating disorders come in all shapes and sizes. Thanks, Jamie. Woo! Don't discriminate. Many of us just use food to cope and don't even realize we're doing it. And so if you are struggling with overeating, the best thing you can do, and Aaron P. can totally speak to this too, the best thing we can do is work with a dietitian, preferably one who understands like the whole eating disorder brain and why we do what we do and how we act the way we act. And they can work with us. And they usually do like some type of therapy as well. Like Erin was on last week, and was it last week, Erin, or the week before? I think it was the week before, actually. But sharing how beneficial it's been for her. If you guys remember, she was saying how good things are going and how she's finally feeling better. And I have a wonderful question for her that I'll answer. Ooh, I got it in the Patreon videos. But I think it's just important to work with a dietitian, work with a therapist, because it's not so much about the weight or the food. It's really like what we're feeling inside and why we're using the food to cope. And so, yeah, those are my thoughts on that. Oh, thanks, Katie F. Says, I love seeing how you've grown over the years. I was just talking to someone at the YouTube thing last night, the Girl Love, and they were like, how long have you been on YouTube? And I was like, 5.5 years. And they're like, how did it start? People always want to know how it started. And I'm like, please don't watch those videos, though. Please don't. Just watch the new ones. Don't scroll back. That shit's embarrassing. Thanks, Tony Perkins. Woo, 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 woo. Do you guys remember how awkward I was? Like, Sean and I even joked about this last night. We were like, we'll do a whole different type of video. It's like, it all starts with a white sheet pinned to the wall. That's what I used to do. Pin a white sheet over the wall and stand and be like, hi, my name is Kate. It was so awkward.
Won't you join me on my journey?
Oh my God.
It was good.
That's so cool, netball lover. Like 200 subs, man. Oh, you didn't think I was that awkward, Jamie? I know a lot of people embrace the awkwardness. I know, right? So professional. Sweet mother. Oh, you liked me vlogging Inner Moonlight? You guys, I get the funniest comments sometimes, and you have to laugh, right? Some person that I don't recognize their name because I don't think that they're actually like a Kenyan and super active in the environment, but they're like, something about like, your camera skills aren't very good and the jerkiness with which you filmed made it hard for me to watch. And I'm like, I don't do this all the time, dude.
The jerkiness of your comments means outrageous.
I know. Hashtag unsubscribed. But anyway, people are so ridiculous. It's really funny. But you learn, Oh, what does depression feel like? Heidi, those are still in the works. The tricky thing about that is I think we need to have like a little bit more production stuff happening, like meaning that it might not just be able to be Sean and I. We might need like another person. And truly it's just us taking like a weekend day to do it. Ooh, Tony C, new subscriber. Woo, 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 woo. So yeah, I totally, oh my god. So anyway, I approved that comment. It was on the vlog. If you want to find it, Maureen, you can find it. It really made me laugh. Charlotte, the anxiety workbook will be out momentarily. I want to put a video together to release it, and so that's what I have to film next week and do that. And sorry, I know it's way too long, and you guys have been super patient, and I'm sorry. It's been busy. Things have just gotten way more busy than I thought they would get. Okay. Yay, Wildflower, I'm glad you're here. ASMR vid's coming. Okay, so I had to redo part of it. So I did, for those of you who don't know, I did a video about ASMR, what it is, why people like it, what we know. It's not a scientific video because there isn't like science to prove it. We just know that it happens. When the video comes out, it'll make more sense. So I did that video, and then I filmed an actual ASMR video on the mic where we brush and we talk and whisper and all that stuff. But it doesn't go, what's it called? Binaural, ear to ear, like left to right, which is what people like. And we couldn't split the channels. And so I have to redo the ASMR video of me just doing that stuff. And so we'll have to redo that next week. But then the ASMR videos will come out momentarily. So that, it's all, did Sean whisper too? No, he didn't. Okay. Okay, Sean. I don't know if you guys even heard that, because they probably have their volume turned down since I'm so loud. But, okay, ASMR is, oh God, I'm going to have to pull it up.
Autonomic sensory.
I know, but it's like meridian response, something, autonomous, am I saying that right? Autonomous sensory meridian response. Autonomous. I was like, we did this last time. Autonomous. You guys, I need more sleep. We already did that last time. Autonomous. Sorry. Anyways, but ASMR is essentially that tingly response down, like if someone plays with my hair, I get that feeling. Like the head massagers. Remember we talked about these as for the giveaways, and I sent these out on Patreon like months and months and months ago. I know, right? Process, not perfection, you guys. I'm not perfect. Trust me. I do my best. I'm not always sharp. I'm not the sharpest tack all the time. Okay. So I know, right, Jamie? Every time I see it, I'm like, I don't know why. Do you ever have those words? There's certain words I can never spell right. I can never spell nauseous right. There's certain words I can just never pronounce right. It takes me like 2 or 3 times. That's just, the best I do. But ASMR is essentially stimulating your nervous system to give you those tingles that you feel like across your head and down your back. Sometimes you're like, whew, I got a chill. It can be like that for a lot of people. It can feel that way, and it's really, really relaxing. Yeah, specific, right? There's certain words, right? Oh, crazy. Okay. Schedule. I love it. Oh, you do, Maureen. And how long did it take me to get Maureen right? Quite a little while. Okay, let's see. Aaron, need to get a head massage. I love having some. Me too. Aaron, you should let me know. I would have sent you one. Maybe it's a giveaway. Aaron's our #1 fan. Maybe that's the giveaway that we do. But yeah, the little head massages, they're not very expensive. I got these from Kickerland, that brand. I think they were like $4 or $5 a piece or something like that. So they're super reasonable, and you can like stimulate, it like causes that response for a lot of people. Still working on pronouncing Sophie. Do you want me to say Sophia? Because that's how Maureen says it, Sophia. I know, right? Any massage does sound great right now. I totally agree. Okay, Tara says, do you have any tips on how to deal with not being able to talk to your therapist for a while? I don't have any close friends to talk to. I always think when we're taking a break from our therapist, it's important to continue doing the things that helped us in the first place. And I know I say that all the time, but it's really important to know that we have tools, we have things that we can do, we have things our therapist hopefully has given us, or things that I have told you throughout the years. Use those things. It could be journaling, could be collaging, could be writing music, could be listening to music, could be going for a walk with our earbuds in, listening to a podcast that we find to help elevate our mood and make us giggle and have a good time. Could be going to pet animals at the rescue. It could be any kind of thing. Art therapy, right? There's all sorts of things we can do. Use that to your advantage and make time for the things that make you feel good and help you process through things. That's why I always think there at least needs to be 1 or 2 tools that are some way of getting all those feelings out. That's why like journaling is always something I mention, because we have to find a way to get it all out. Talking to someone if we can. That's why writing music or collaging about how we feel can be really helpful. Thanks, Katie Lane. Woo, 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 woo. So yeah, those are all things that I think, yeah, coloring. Netball ever talking about coloring. I think that's really great too. So yeah, any of that kind of stuff can really, really help. Okay. Let's see. A journal topic today. I don't really, if something comes, follow me on Insta Stories or Snapchat, because I'll forget which one I said to put it on. I'll try to put it on both, but make sure you follow me on both. I'll try to do a journal topic today later, okay? Remind me and like hassle me on Twitter if I don't. Hold me accountable. Okay. A flying rat is a pigeon. That's what people do call it. Thanks, Jamie. Jamie's been coming in hot today. And how's everything going? Just keep me posted. I'm worried. Okay, guys, second cup of coffee and I'm all done. That's all I have every day. So, zing! Now we're ready to take on the world. Okay. Oh, Karen, good question. She says, I know we're so close to 100K. I totally agree, Holsey. Of course you should start a podcast. Agaritsu? Is that how you say it? Of course you start a podcast. People want to hear what you all have to say. We hit 100,000. Woo, 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 woo. Okay, we're going to do a giveaway, but I want to answer Karen's question because she asked what it means. Thanks, Jamie. Woo, woo. She means, she's asking what I mean when I say I give a journal topic. And often people, I heard from many of you way back in the day, like 3 years ago, that when I would talk about journaling, you're like, I don't know where to start. I don't know how to even journal. What the hell am I supposed to write down? And so for many years on the FAQ videos, I would end with a journal topic for the day. And that was a way for you to, if you didn't know how to start, it was like food for thought. So you could read the journal topic in the description, you could hear me talk about it, and then you could write your thoughts about it. So it wasn't necessarily journaling about your day, but it would get you going, it'd get you thinking, and just start you journaling. And so it's really just a way for you to consider something and write about it. It's just a way to get you started in journaling. That's really all it is. Okay, so now we got to do a giveaway. Who wants a giveaway? Next time, I don't have a podcast, but if there was someone asking if they should do a podcast, and I was like, yes. Okay, who wants it? Okay, Karen wants it. Katie F wants it. Is it Merly? I don't know if I'm saying that. Aaron? I know Aaron. Aaron, do you want a head massager? We could do 2 giveaways. I think Aaron needs a head massager. What do you think, Aaron? Would you like a head massager? Woo-hoo-hoo.
You can also whisk your eggs with it. Well, I recommend whisking your eggs first,
Well, I don't know. Either way. Do you want eggs in your hair? Do you want hair in your eggs?
It's good for your hair.
It's good for your hair.
Send the bald guy to it.
I send things internationally. I send things everywhere, you guys. I spend all of my money at the post office. It's true. Thanks, Katie Lane. Woo, woo, woo. I know, right, Jamie? Ew. Okay. Does anybody know where that's from, by the way? Ew. Okay, Erin. She's so sweet. She's like, I just got something not that long ago. I know. But you're our #1 fan today. So thank you. Thank you to you and Jamie for, and all the...
Aaron pick the person.
Yeah, Aaron, then you get to pick who gets it. Who do you think?
Technique.
Because Rowan has been super supportive, orbiting around, Ursina, Procrastinator Jr., Dacia, Bobby Michelle, Savannah, Olivia. Those are our top 10 fans. Woo, woo, woo. So who do we think? What do you think, Aaron? Is that too much pressure? Aaron, who should win? Who should win? This is my best dance moves, you guys. Can't you not wait to hang out with me? I'm so cool. Okay, Sean should win. Rowan, you got it, Aaron. Rowan is our winner. Our winner, chicken dinner. Rowan, is Rowan still here? And I don't think I have Rowan's address, so Rowan is our winner. Woo, 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 woo. Okay, so now we have to pick out if they're still here. Rowan, say hello and make yourself known. Yay, yay, yay. And then we get to pick what we should give you for your gift. So let's see. Is Rowan here? Oh, Rudy. Oh, Rudy. Toot booty. Congrats, Rowan. Rowan, are you here? Please let us know. Oh, the lid of my giveaway box got on my hat. Made a mess. I don't see Rowan, you guys. Do you see Rowan? Am I saying it wrong? Rowan, are you there? Hello, hello? Okay. I don't think Rowan's here. Okay, we're going to have to pick another person because I don't think Rowan is here. Rowan, I think you just left and we don't get to give you the giveaway. Okay. Let's pick somebody else. Aaron, do you want to pick somebody else? Is that too much? Dude. Woo. Okay. Sorry, I'm just half singing, not really. Okay, who should we pick? Let's see. Jamie says Sean. Sean speaks Dutch? He does not. That's a lie. Flarp. Oh, Mackenzie, new subscriber. Woo, 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 woo. Okay. Floop. Aaron, who do we think should win? Who should be our next person? Do you want to pick or want to have Jamie pick? It's kind of fun for me to not have to pick every time. I just like it to be someone different who hasn't won before. That's my only rule. Orbiting around is our winner. Orbiting, you're our winner, chicken dinner. Woo, 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 woo. And I know that they're still here. Okay. So orbiting around has won. Yay! Okay, and I'm going to do one more giveaway, and we're going to give it to Whole C. Whole C are our second winner. We're going to do 2, you guys. We had such a fun time last week in all the last live streams, so we're just doubling down. So we got 2 winners. Yay, yay! So orbiting around and Whole C. Oh, you won a while ago, orbiting? What do we think? You think that's okay, you guys, or should we pick somebody else? I think it's okay because it's been long enough that I didn't remember. Stop hammer time, Morgan. Okay, that's okay. We say it's okay. Everybody says it's okay. So orbiting around, you're another winner. Okay, I'm writing all the. Sorry, I'm on the table. It's probably like shaking this. Totally okay. Too legit to quit. Do you guys remember this? Too legit.
Do the hand
to
thing,
quit. You guys, does that age me? I think it does. Too legit to quit. Okay. So we got, let's figure out what. Oh, yay! Yay, orbiting around. I'm glad that, you know what the hell? MC Hemp, right, Jamie? It's like right up our alley, man. Okay. Orbiting around, what would you like? Let's get into like hammer time. Let's get into giveaway time. I'm gonna get the whole bin. You guys look, I upgraded our cardboard box into a Tupperware. Or not Tupperware, Rubbermaid. Does it make a difference? Too legit to quit. Okay. We've got little boxes. These are really cute. It's a happy box, and there's messages inside. Oh, and I put some goodies in there, probably just to keep them. Oh my God, you guys. It's a Kenyan VidCon temporary tattoo. Also a dream catcher's in here, and a key chain. So we have the box, we have the head massagers, we have fidget toys. Oh, we've got an extrusion bean left from Aaron. Too legit to quit. I know it does look like cut it out. That's also another move, another good move. We have some t-shirts. What would you like orbiting around? I also have a couple seed bombs left. That's what is in this dirty looking bag. It's because they're the seed bombs. I have a set of headphones. I'm looking in the comments. We have t-shirts if you want me to go through those. We've got a pair of socks from Tanya. We've also got we got one more dog sock left. Well, socks, don't worry, they come in pairs. I've got a couple of the, the t-shirts. Okay, I'm gonna have to sit it down. Ugh. Okay, so t-shirts, we have, I have one from Tanya that it says it's a medium, and it's our live stream t-shirt. Do you guys remember that? Okay, we got that one. I've got the one from 2 months ago, Process Not Perfection. It's an extra large. I have a couple, I think it's all extra larges. I have 1 extra large, 2 extra large, yeah, there are 3 extra larges of that one. I have 3 of those left. And then I have a double XL of this one that says beautiful. Dance party in your cubicle. I love it, Aaron. Woo, woo, woo. Okay, what would you like orbiting around? Those are the t-shirts. I also have origami stuff. I have one coloring book. I found a coloring book. So let's see. Are you trying to learn Dutch? Sean's trying to speak Dutch. I also have this. How cute is this, you guys? It's a set of little Monster notepads, and it comes with Monster pens. And these can be little Pocket Pal mini journals, they're called. Oh, you want? Okay, awesome. Orbiting around. Yay! Okay, so I'll put one of these. So we want the process, not perfection. Pew! And I'm orbiting around. Send me an email reminding me of your real name, because I think I know it, but I don't want to accidentally send it to the wrong person. Ho, 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 ho. Does anybody else know what this is from? That means you're in my generation. Ho, 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 ho. Okay. Hole C. What should we send your way? You like that, Jamie? You guys know what that is. I used to try to stay up. I'd tell my brother I wanted to stay up to watch this. Oh, okay. You can say the name. I just don't want to mess it up. You know, I never know. Okay. So we'll see. What would you like? Would you Arsenio Hall, Jennifer? Yes, yes. And I would tell my brother, I'd be like, Nick, I want to watch it. Please wake me up, because I would always fall asleep before midnight when he'd come on. And so I'd be like, ooh, ooh. And then we'd do the Arsenio Hall. I don't even know what it even called that. Was there a name for that? Anyway, okay. Hole C.
The dog pound.
The dog pound?
Yeah, if you're.
That was that?
Yeah.
Oh. I just knew that was the thing that we did. Oh, the coloring book is creative coloring. And I think I have another one with different but look. Choo, 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 choo. I feel like somebody else sent me one of these for me as well. I think I have 2 of these. But this is the one that's in the box. I found it. Super cute. And I think there might even be a bigger one. Oh, and then there's this little, it's not very many pages, but the Harry Potter coloring book. That's one too. And I think I have a bigger version of one. If you want a bigger coloring book, let me know and I can put that one in there too. But yes, those are the things. Those are the ones that I have right now. And I think other than that, we're out of coloring books. There's also some squirrel underpants. If you were worried, don't worry. They're there. Okay. Is that what you want? Hole C. Perfect. Okay, yay. Okay, cool. So I'll send this. This will be coming your way. I know some of you are on Patreon. If you are, you can message me that way. It's actually easier for me to check because I'm always on Patreon checking messages. So if you want to send your address that way or if it's already on. Okay, cool. I will pop that in there, Hole C. So yes, okay, cool. Yay, those are our winners. Woo, 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 woo. Okay, cool. So anyways, I'll send that your way. Make sure you send me your addresses. Make sure that you tell me who you are and your real name. Some of you already know. But yes, make sure that I have it and I send it to the right place. Okay, cool, Holsey. Yeah, Patreon, because Patreon is just easy because I'm always in there, like every day, checking your messages. And I was just in there getting all your questions together. I filmed all the Patreon videos, tons of good questions. Right now I just have to edit them. I'm hopeful that we can finish up the editing and get them up like early next week, maybe Monday. But possibly, I don't know, I'm trying not to work too much on the weekends because I legitimately have just been working every day and I'm like, I need to be a little better. So I'm working on it too, right? It's a process, not perfection. Okay. Oh, hi, Nini. Hey, thanks for popping in. Okay. Let's see. Dutch is not Danish because I don't understand any of it. Okay, let's answer some more of your questions. We still have like 15 minutes left. Keep hanging out. I know, it's true, Aaron. I'm still learning. I'm still trying because I always want to get things to you quickly. I'm like, okay, well, I'm so grateful for my Patreon patrons. I want to get your gifts out. By the way, I will message today to ask who wants t-shirts and who wants gifts if you're in the $50 or above. But I ordered a really cool gift for my gift of the month. And the people who I ordered it from were like, we have a strict, they emailed me after I put the order in. I'm not going to tell you, it'd be a surprise. But oh, bye, Hulsey, thanks for hanging out. They emailed me and they're like, we have a strict policy about resale of our items. You ordered much more than, than a regular order would be, and so we want to make sure you're not selling it. And I was like, no. I said, I'm putting together gifts for my friends. And they were like, okay. But it was funny because I'm like, why would people buy? I mean, I don't know. Anyways, so I'm excited. They're really cute, and I really like them myself, and I'm excited. So that's all. Okay. Oh, you are chill, Bailey. She's drinking tea. You're so chill. Okay. I know. Now you're curious. See? It makes it exciting. But I'll message all of you to see if you want a t-shirt or if you want a gift, and we can go from there. So I'll put that together and write all your thank you cards and all of that stuff. Ooh, Pagan Mama. She's excited. She's launching her new business. Congratulations. Yay, yay, yay. Okay. Music Lover Forever, your t-shirt designs. I would have emailed you back if I received them in my info@katiemorton.com email. So I don't know if they didn't go through. I have, I'm going to just put you guys away for a sec. Not put you away, but like on my screen, because I do have one from Jenna that's going to go up. And then I believe there's another one from Tanya. Yep, I have Tanya's to go for, oh, you got an email. Then I've got it. Did you send 3 of them? Was that you? Because I'm trying to figure out who you were in my email. But anyways, yes. So if I got it, then I got it, and I will work on it. I'm sweating pretty profusely, you guys. Holy schmamolies. Okay, let's answer some more questions. Becca, Patreon is it is a way for you to support creators. Thanks, Katie Lane. Woo, woo, woo. And you're charged monthly to support who you want to support. And so Patreon is kind of the way to make that happen. So you go to Patreon, you can check out people's pages, you look at the rewards on the side. Like I have rewards, like at the $2 mark, you get a little official Kenyan certificate you can print out. Then at the $10 mark, you can vote on the videos that I'm filming. Like I just put that up the other day and took all of your votes, and then I plan the videos accordingly. At $20, you get an extra video, and you're entered in a raffle. People win the raffle every month. $50, you get a gift and a gift card. $100, we Skype with other Kenyans for an hour every month. At $250 a month, I hang out with you, just you, for an hour every month. Those are just some of the things. There's lots of different rewards, but nothing changes for you if you can't donate. It's just a way for you to support the channel. So, and I just give rewards accordingly. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Worthless. I can't go to therapy when I can't talk, even though I just end up not talking. What do I do? Worthless. I'm not sure how to say your name. But it's okay. Sometimes when we go to therapy and we're struggling to talk, the therapist can help pull it out of us, and they can ask questions and try to get us going. But if you find that you're just like too anxious or too whatever for therapy, I would encourage you to, if you can, have a friend call and leave a message letting them know this, give them a note saying this, something so that they can offer up tips and tools to help you calm down so you can actually participate in therapy. A great thing to do is progressive relaxation. Doing that once a day helps calm our system. It's okay to feel nervous to talk in therapy, but hopefully through getting to know your therapist and continuing to go, you'll slowly feel safe enough to open up. But it takes time. We can't just expect to be friends with someone and feel safe with them right away. Am I right? Okay, Carly is here. Thanks for inviting your fans. Woo, 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 woo. Okay, Addie says, oh, I'm cutting into a conversation, I think. Hey, King Tay, he's here. Hey. How's it going? I am like schwitzing like a crazy person here. Oh, and Jamie says she's not very good at talking in therapy either. I think it's normal to not always know what you want to say. You know, I mean, I think that sometimes we just don't know, and we feel really like overwhelmed. By the time we go to therapy, often we feel really shitty. And so then when they ask us what's going on or how we're doing, it's like we don't really know what to say, you know? And that's okay. That's part of my job, is figuring out how to, I've said this before. Sorry, I set my water down so I can use my hands completely, because I can't talk if I can't move my hands. But something I've talked about a lot is like how as a therapist I'm almost like a detective or a burglar, and I'm trying to like find the clues or break into like the like walls that you've thrown up to keep yourself safe so that we can figure out what's going on in there and help heal. And so it's part of my job is just like asking the right questions and trying different things. And so that's kind of part of, you know, why that happens and why it can take a while, and it's part of what I learned to do and part of the process. So totally okay. Okay. Katie the burglar. I know. Right? Okay. Bye, music lover forever. Ashley Lamps, yeah, therapist. That's me. That's what I am. Oh, okay. Bye, Tanel. I'm glad you're able to come on. I hadn't done one in the early part of the day in a while, so I'll definitely try to do the early and the late. Oh, thanks, King Tay. Do you guys remember him? We had him guest just was it last week? Week before? Has a wonderful, wonderful live stream slash. I always call them channels. I know that's not what it's called, but King Tay. Okay, check him out. He is cool, super positive, super energetic, really good vibes over there. Are you going live soon here, King Tay? Are you? Oh, you're not in the guest, but do you? Are you going live soon so my people can hang out and?
I think he went live already.
Oh, he's done too. He's just hanging. Okay, cool. So he's here. I'm live watching you. Woo! Yes, awesome. Woo! But yeah. Oh, I'm already live. Okay, that's cool. But he's on like multiple times a day, multiple times a week. If you're looking for just some nice, happy, good energy, go check him out. So Ben's Q says, I just realized how crappy I feel after feeling pretty much the same post-op, except where they remove things. Trauma and depression cause physical. It cut off. I don't know what. I don't know. Did you have a question, Benz? I don't really see it there. Okay. Of course, you too, Knit Jester. Thanks for hanging out. Okay, Ellis Pierce says, my parents are pressuring me to get a job my first semester of college, but I don't think I can handle it. Any suggestions? Talk to them. I know that a lot of us just want to shut down and we don't want to say how we're feeling or what's going on, but I think part of it, I think, is just communicating that we're worried and we're stressed and we'd like to at least give it a semester to like get settled. The transition to college can be amazing, but it can also be amazingly difficult because we could be moving away from home. We could be in a whole new place where we don't know anybody. We're making new friends. We could be the first time that we're actually living on our own. There's a lot going on. So just communicating that to them and just asking for their patience for a semester. And you can even say, if I start feeling better earlier than that and I feel situated, I'm happy to get a job. But until then, you know, it's just overwhelming. And hopefully they'll hear you out and totally understand. Oh, James Bondman is here. Woo, woo, woo. Okay. So yeah, I think that that's just something, you know, talking. I know that a lot of people have trouble with actually talking and communicating how you're feeling, but we can't expect people to read our minds. And I find communication would solve so many problems. Just speaking our truth, being honest about where we're at and what we're worried about. And then people, you know, oh, hey, Cher. Yay, yay, yay. Woo, woo, I'm glad you're able to come on. And have you moved yet? Make sure you update your address before this month. If you're not, because I'm going to send out the gifts or T-shirts in the next couple of weeks. I want to make sure that you don't miss your gift. Okay. So anyway, that would be. I know King Tay is awesome. I love him too. He is so cool. But yeah, that'd be my advice. Is just talk. We have to talk to people. Then they can know where we're coming from. Otherwise, they might not even know you're stressed about it. Okay. Let's see. Connie says, thanks, Luke, only for the tips for using your spin. Woo-woo. Connie D says, I'm going to see a new therapist and I'm really scared. She's going to be my third one this year. Any advice for going? I'm 17. It can be scary opening up to someone. That's very normal. So take it at your own pace. Don't feel like you have to just say everything and do everything. Thanks, James Bondman. I know. King Tay is so supportive. He's so wonderful, isn't he? But I think I would take my time getting to know them. It's fine to not feel quite comfortable with a therapist right away. Don't worry about it. Give yourself time to feel comfortable. Open up. Let them know you're worried. Let them know they're your third therapist and like you're really stressed about it, because then they can try to help you. So there's things that we can do to help it feel more comfortable for you, to let you know that we can go slowly if you need to, and know that it's a process. It's a process to find the right fit. If we find that it doesn't so much matter how, like, quote unquote good a therapist is, it's more that we feel connected to them. We feel like they're invested in us and they want us to feel better. That's what's important. And so keeping that in mind can be super, super, you know, helpful in the process, and super, super helpful to make sure we find the right fit for us. Does that make sense? Okay, cool. Let's see. Oh, that's awesome, Miss Mayhem. I'm glad I can be a resource. I'm glad I can help. Okay. Ooh, there's a breeze. Sweet mother of God. Okay, we have a few more minutes. If you want, we have 102. We got over 100,000 likes, you guys. That's amazing. Kenyans coming in hot. Coming in hot. Oh, good, Connie. I'm glad. Let's see. Wildflower says, how can you stop avoiding working on stuff? I feel better mentally, emotionally since I've stopped. How can you stop avoid working on stuff? I know I do need more air conditioner, Jamie, I tell you. I think avoidance is a very common coping skill. It's a very common way for us to like numb out, not do things. It's just avoiding. It makes sense, right? We do it because we don't feel like we're able or ready to do what we have to do. I think the way to stop doing that is to start really small, because it's not, we tend to, when we find ourselves in that cycle, when we're just completely not doing things, it's like black and white. We're like in or we're out, and that's it. And so I find if we're just avoiding things and feeling like shit and not wanting to do it at all, that we have to start really small and be like, well, what if today I just considered doing it and I maybe put a plan together for the next day? And then the next day we try to do like one of those things and see how we feel. And so I never avoid anything. What are you talking about, Sophia? That's so funny. And avoidance, I don't know what it is. Right? Avoidance is great. Maybe I do a video on that. Sounds like it's very popular. Or not. We don't want to talk about it. What do you mean? But I think that starting with small things is usually the best way to go, because I think that we usually think, oh, I have to go all in and do it all at once. And so if we break it into small, achievable steps, then we can start feeling better about ourselves versus like, oh, I'm avoiding all the shit I should be doing. Start small. It can get better. So that's my advice on that. Let's avoid that topic. I know, right? I don't know, Jennifer. I find that when things freeze, it's always me looking like totally bad. And I just embrace it full on. Okay. So yeah, I think that you can avoid that. You guys crack me up. I'd probably avoid that video. But I think that it's something we all do. We all deal with. And the sooner we kind of realize that we can do little steps here and there, then we can feel more empowered and we can feel better. Okay. Can avoidance evolve into derealization? Only if we're avoiding something because it's triggering. Because the truth about derealization or depersonalizations, it's like our brain's parachute. It's like, oh, I can't handle this. Wah! It like pulls out, right? It's like, I don't want to deal. And so I think that avoidance doesn't technically turn into that unless the thing that you're avoiding is something that triggers your like flashbacks or dissociation. Oh, sorry, I hit my table. I should, Aaron. I'll just freeze periodically. But anyways, I hope that answers that question as well. Okay. I know. Get to the chopper!
Get to the chopper!
Sean's just trying to get his choppers in before the end of the live stream. Okay. Charlotte's asking, how do I tell my therapist I'm using moving away from home to make my eating disorder deteriorate? Sounds crazy, but I can't stop the thoughts. Honestly, if you can tell her just like you told me, trust me, therapists aren't there to judge. We're there to support and help. And so we don't really have to worry how we say things or how we verbalize it, because any good therapist is not going to be like, oh, you're kidding. Oh my God. We don't respond like that. That's not how we respond. We respond with, thank you for telling me. Wow, it must be stressful. Do you have any idea why you're doing that? We're going to ask more questions. So I wouldn't worry about how you say it. If you struggle to say it in session and you just like can't get yourself like jazzed up enough to actually do it, then maybe write it down and bring it in and give it to her. Maybe it's sending an email. However you can also communicate, I think could be super, super helpful. And it's a way to just get it out there. Like, bleh. Help. Thanks. Right? But know that you're not alone. We use all sorts of things to make our, our mental illness, especially eating disorder, like run the roost. We'll do all sorts of things because it's really manipulative, right? Remember last in that one video, I was like, they're sneaky motherfuckers. And you guys were like, yes, preach. It's amazing. She's right. They're super sneaky. And so, yeah, that's very normal. But just, trying to talk to them. I promise we won't judge. Okay, let's see. We got one more minute, you guys. One more minute. Any way of sending across, Nikita, what's the question? Sending across my question? I don't know what the question is. James Bondman.
I think that was the question.
Was that you can send it 1 hot minute. I know. Let's make the last minute
Have a
count.
possum weekend.
Katie Lane, zing, for the win. Okay. What's your questions, Cine? Yay, Melissa and Jen Asbell are friends. I love it. You guys are both so amazing. You too, Jamie. Have a great week and keep us posted, okay? I'm a worrywart. We're number 29, you guys. Yay, yay, yay. Okay. Of course, Gary. Thanks for coming on. Thanks for hanging out, you guys. Thanks for just being on the live stream and making my day. Okay. Let's see. You have a question, Bailey? You guys got to get your questions out. If I'm just reading that you say you have a question, I don't know what the question is. Okay. Madison says, I have BPD, but my therapist or mom didn't tell me why. Was it supposed to help with my recovery? I don't think it matters if we know why. I actually think it's kind of best to know why we have something or what the diagnosis is or why they think we have it, so we know the symptoms that they're seeing, and then we can talk about it. I would ask questions. Why do you think I have it? How come you don't want me to know why? Can I ask, ask questions. It's technically your diagnosis and your treatment. Ask all the questions you want. Denny says, how do I stop binge eating or just overeating in general? Talk to a dietitian. Make sure you're eating meals and snacks, eating every 3 to 4 hours, 3 meals, 3 snacks every day. That usually stops us from overeating. I find binging happens for 2 reasons. Number 1, we emotionally binge because we're feeling really overwhelmed and we just overeat. Number 2, we don't eat regularly enough. We wait till we're like starved and then we overeat. And just figuring out kind of what you're using food to cope with. That's what you'll learn in therapy, and that's why I think therapy is really beneficial, but working with a dietitian helps too. And I also have videos about getting out of the binge cycle. You can watch that. Okay. Panna, I see you. Wow, I just got ignored completely. I'm just one person. I'm doing the best I can. I'm sorry you're getting frustrated, but there's a ton of questions and I'm just doing the best. Okay, Bridget says, is there anything as situational depression when the anniversary event comes up or having depressive thoughts? Totally. We can have little situational depression. It's technically not diagnosed as major depressive disorder. It's just something that, like, we have a situation, something that's causing us to feel really down and depressed for that moment. And that's normal. And then if that stressor or that situation goes away, if the depression persists, that's when we would diagnose it as depression. But many people have that, like, you're going through a really hard transition, you lost your job, and you can feel depressed for a while, and it might not be technically major depressive disorder yet. And so get help, talk to somebody, start venting and processing it out so that it doesn't lead to something worse, okay? Of course, Cine, I'm trying to get through as many questions as I can. Oh, Lindsay Sterling's in this song? That's what Maureen says. Okay, one more question, and then we're gonna go. Oh, thanks, King Tay. So sweet, so sweet. Okay. Angeline Transgender says, how long does transgender depression last with hormones? I would talk with your doctor. This is something that, if I can get someone who specializes in hormone treatments in here, it'd be awesome, because hormones affect how we feel, you guys. Like, and women, not just women have monthly, like, hormone cycles. Men have them too. And so I think it's important to understand that regardless of what gender we are, our body each month is going to have these hormone cycles. And so there'll be times when our hormones are shifting a lot and we'll not quite feel like ourselves. And we can feel really tired or really irritable. And so talk to your doctor, because when we're transitioning and when we're using hormone treatment, we need to best understand how it can affect us and know that how we feel is normal. And so talk to your doctor, make sure that you're in that realm and they're doing things that are okay and they give you access, or you reach out to a therapist, because I think it's important. Transitions can be really hard. That's why suicide rates in the transgender community are so high, is that it's a lot to deal with, emotionally, physically, the whole thing, right? So make sure you have someone to talk to, because processing through it and giving your like brain and body to catch up with one another, so you finally feel like the true and authentic you, can take, I've heard from people, can take years. But for most, I find usually during the transition period, give it a year and it goes away. But everybody's different. So I want you to talk to your doctor. I want them to tell you what they feel. I want you to see a therapist so you have someone to talk to and process it out. But that's kind of what I've heard and that's what I know. But I don't specialize in hormone treatment. So hopefully that's a little helpful. I'll look in the chat here to see. Yeah, I'm sure it does feel great, but also it's hard, right? And depressing. It's a big change. But I'm glad that you're able to, you know, to finally get access to that, because I know for a lot of people they struggle to get access. And so talk to someone, make sure that you're honest about how you're feeling so that this transition is smooth and you feel, you know, okay during it. It is a process, right? It's a total process. Okay. Yay. Okay, one last question and then I got to skedaddle because I got to get to YouTube space for the women's event. And I will Snapchat about it and Insta story, so follow along if you want to know all the shenanigans. Thanks for hanging out, King Tay. That's so sweet. Are you going to be at your playlist DC, right? So I'll see you. I'm going to see you soon. See you in like 20 some days. Oh, you were in the guest. Sorry, I wasn't guesting. I looked in first and then I didn't even see you. Okay, let's see. Pyropixie says, is 3 weeks to a month in between sessions normal? I feel like I need to process more than this. I mean, no. Therapy at its base. Let's just some real talk. Therapy at its base needs to be at least once a week because too much shit happens for us to remember and for us to be able to talk to them about and process through. So we need more time than that. Because an hour, how are we supposed to, it's like 50 minutes technically. How are we supposed to squeeze in all that stuff into 50 minutes? It doesn't even work, right? And so it's not enough time. And I know that insurance sucks and socialized medicine is not good and doesn't give us enough time and all that stuff. And so no, that isn't enough. I would ask for more. I would be pushy, be that squeaky wheel. Like I said, my favorite quote from last night's event was, if I have to scream for someone to hear it as a whisper, I'll do it. So if you have to be that like annoying person, keep poking, because I think we at least need to see someone once a week. And then if we're doing better and we feel like we don't have as much to talk about, then we go down to like every other week or every 2 weeks. I honestly would never go, unless there's something that comes up, I would never go more than 2 weeks without seeing a client because that would tell me that maybe they don't need therapy anymore because they're doing fine. So yeah, speak up, reach out. You're all cool kids, Maureen. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. If you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, I have videos going up on Mondays and Thursdays and you don't want to miss them. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You all have a wonderful weekend. Be safe out there. Have a good time. If it's hot, make sure you're drinking water. You know, not to be a total mom about it, but take care of yourself. Okay, cool, King Tay. I'll follow you back on Twitter. At least that'll give us an easy way to communicate. Thank you all. I will be sending out your giveaways probably tomorrow. I'll probably get them wrapped up tonight and then send them out tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for hanging out and making my day. Bye, Felicia, Morgan says. Bye, everybody.
Bye, Felicia.
See you soon.